I hate that phrase with a passion. I'm sorry you feel that way.
It sounds so empathetic, doesn't it? It has the word feel in it. But think about what it's really saying.
It's saying the problem isn't what I did. The problem is that you have feelings about it.
Exactly. Okay, so I want to put you in a situation that is, it's going to raise your blood pressure just a little.
Boy, I'm already on edge. Go for it.
Picture this. You're in a grocery store.
Yeah.
Saturday morning. It is peak chaos.
Okay.
You are standing completely still in the cereal aisle, just, trying to decide between the healthy bran flakes or the sugary stuff that tastes like cardboard.
Haha, right. I'm staring at the flakes, but I want the sugar. I'm deep in thought.
Exactly. You are a statue. You are basically part of the architecture. And then suddenly, swam! Someone comes flying around the corner with a shopping cart and just slams into you. Hard. Like knocked you into the shelving.
Okay, so my immediate reaction is that they hit me. I'm the victim here. That's a violation of the unspoken rules of grocery stores.
You are 100% the victim. So the person looks back, their eyes are wide, and they go, oh, sorry.
Right.
But then, and this is the part that just breaks my brain, you look back at them, you're rubbing your arm, and what comes out of your mouth?
I say sorry.
You apologize to the person who just assaulted you with a moving vehicle.
I do. I immediately say, oh, sorry, and then I just sort of limp away, feeling guilty for some reason.
Why? Why do we do that?
It's a reflex. It's not even a conscious thought. It totally bypasses the brain.
It's the sorry paradox. You are literally apologizing for occupying the physical space that someone else wanted to barge into. And that right there is what we're going to unpack today.
Okay.
We got a whole stack of articles, some sociolinguistic studies, and a lot of cultural analysis that all point to something pretty wild, which is this. In American English, the word sorry is basically a lie.
Wow. That's a strong way to put it.
It is, but look at the data. The research suggests, while sorry looks like an apology and it sounds like an apology something like 90% of the time, it's actually doing something else entirely.
So it's not actually an expression of remorse.
Not at all. It's a tool.
It's like linguistic duct tape. We just use it to patch over any kind of social friction or awkwardness.
Or just the fact that we exist in the same room as other people. So that's our mission for this deep dive. We're going to decode the dozen different secret meanings of this one word.
And figure out when someone is actually remorseful.
Yes. And when they're just using that duct tape. So let's go back to the grocery store. The sources call this the navigation sorry, but I feel like that's too polite a name for it.
Well, linguists actually have a term for this. They call it phatic communication.
Phatic.
Yeah, P-H-A-T-I-C. It just means speech that doesn't really convey information, but it performs a social function.
Oh, like when you ask a cashier, how are you?
Exactly. You don't actually want their medical history. You're just signaling, I am a friendly, non-threatening human.
Okay, so when I'm, say, squeezing past people in a crowded bar, I'm not actually expressing sadness.
Zero sadness. I mean, think about it. You're holding 2 beers, trying to get back to your table, and you're just chanting it.
Is a chant. Sorry, sorry, sorry.
Right, and if you translate what that actually means, it's something like, I am acknowledging that I'm invading your personal space, and I need you to please liquefy your body so I can pass.
Huh. Right. Because if I were truly sorry, I wouldn't do it. I'd just wait.
Precisely. A real apology implies you won't do the thing again. But in a bar, you're absolutely going to do it again in 20 minutes when you have to find the bathroom.
So it's a request for space, not an apology for taking it.
Yeah, but why? Sorry. I mean, why not, excuse me, or coming through?
Oh, coming through sounds so aggressive. It sounds like you're in the military.
Dig a hole.
Yeah. And, excuse me, can be polite, but it can also sound kind of indignant, Excuse me.
It definitely has an edge sometimes. Sorry is just the safest bet because it's a little self-deprecating. It slightly lowers your status.
It says, I know I'm being annoying right now. Please forgive me.
It just lubricates the whole social interaction. It's the ultimate American efficiency hack.
Okay, so speaking of things that are definitely not apologies, let's talk about the tone shift. This one trips up my friends who speak English as a second language all the time.
Yes. The upward inflection. The question, sorry.
Totally. So, I'm just going to mumble something to you right now. Mumbles unintelligibly.
Sorry.
See? You did it. You went high at the end. You turned it into a question mark.
Sorry. Yeah.
Now, Are you apologizing for your ears not working properly?
Absolutely not. I'm not saying I am filled with deep regret that my auditory processing has failed me.
Right.
I'm issuing a command. I'm saying repeat that. But, nicely.
But you wrap it in that polite word.
Well, sometimes it's not even that nice. I mean, depending on the tone, sorry, can mean, did you really just say something unbelievably stupid?
Ah, that's a judgmental sorry.
Right. If someone says, I think pineapple on pizza is a culinary masterpiece, and you just go, sorry, you're not asking them to repeat it.
No, you're giving them a chance to take it back.
You're giving them a second chance to not be a monster. It's a warning shot. But, linguistically, it's just a request for repetition. It's totally stripped of any emotional meaning.
Okay, so let's move this into the workplace, because this is where sorry stops being just a space maker and it starts doing some really heavy psychological lifting. The sources call this the softener.
Oh, yeah. This connects to a concept in sociology called negative politeness.
Negative politeness. That sounds like a total oxymoron.
It sounds bad, but it just means being polite by not imposing on the other person, by respecting their autonomy. And Americans are obsessed with not being imposed upon. We hate being told what to do, and we really hate being told we're wrong.
We really do. A direct disagreement can feel like a personal attack.
So sorry becomes the airbag. It just cushions the blow of a correction.
Okay, let's try this. Let's do a little role play. I'm going to be a coworker who's very confidently wrong about a meeting time. And I want you to correct me, but without the airbag.
Okay, got it.
Hey, so the big strategy meeting is at 3 p.m., right?
No, it is at 2 p.m.
Whoa. Okay.
How did that feel?
It felt cold. It felt like you were calling me an idiot, even though you were just stating a fact.
Right. But all I did was give you the correct information.
I know, but the lack of cushion just made it sting. Okay, so now do it the American way.
Sorry, I actually think it's at 2 p.m.
See? My shoulders just literally dropped. That felt collaborative and nice.
But think about what just happened. I apologized. For what? I'm the one who's right. You're the one who had it wrong. Why am I saying sorry?
Because you're apologizing for the social awkwardness of correcting me.
Exactly. I'm prioritizing our relationship over the raw data. It's a pre-disagreement apology. I'm signaling, hey, I'm not trying to start a fight. I'm just trying to get us to the right meeting on time.
It's so funny because some people call this weak language. They say, oh, just be direct. But if you don't use the softener, you just come across as a jerk.
It's the cost of doing business in this culture. If you skip the sorry, people think you're abrasive.
And this is the same thing that happens with rejection, right? Like if you ask someone on a date.
Oh, absolutely. The polite rejection.
Yeah, if I ask you to get dinner and you just say, no, I'm not interested, that's devastating.
It's efficient, I guess, but it's brutal.
So instead we say, oh, sorry, I'm really slammed with work right now.
Which is code. We all know it's code.
Huh.
And the sorry there doesn't mean I am filled with sorrow. It means I'm trying to say no without becoming the villain in this story.
It just saves face for everybody involved.
It keeps the social fabric from tearing.
Okay, I want to pivot now to the one that I think is the most misunderstood, especially by non-native speakers, the sympathy trap.
Ah, the dead dog scenario.
Yes, the classic joke. I say to you, my dog died. And you say, oh, I'm so sorry. And then the alien who just landed on Earth is like, why? Did you kill the dog?
Ha! Right. If you take sorry literally as an admission of guilt, that whole conversation is just a confession.
But of course, we know that's not what it is.
We do. And this is where a little bit of etymology actually helps. The word sorry comes from the Old English sarig, which is related to our word sore. It's about feeling pain.
Okay.
Whereas apology comes from the Greek apologia, which means like a formal defense of your actions.
So they're from two totally different conceptual families.
Completely different. Sorry literally means I am full of sores or I am full of sorrow. So when I say I'm sorry your dog died, what I'm saying is I feel sorrow for you.
Not, I accept liability for the dead dog.
Exactly. That makes so much more sense. We're just using one word to do two completely different jobs.
And that's why it's so confusing. We don't have a separate common word for sympathy sorry versus guilt sorry.
But this is where it gets really interesting because not everyone in the U.S. uses this sympathy sorry in the same way.
Oh, the map of sorry. Yeah, this part is fascinating.
So let's start in the South.
In the South, I'm sorry is like a verbal communal hug. It's
Yeah.
often paired with bless your heart. It's deeply relational.
Okay, but then you go to the Midwest. And the Midwest is, I think, the world champion of apologizing.
Oh, the Midwest is on another level entirely. This is the land of the ope.
Oh, sorry, just going to sneak right past you there.
The research suggests Midwesterners will apologize for things that are literally acts of God. Like, they'll apologize for the weather. Sorry it's so humid today.
Why, though?
Yeah.
Why take responsibility for humidity?
It goes back to the cultural roots. A lot of the Midwest was settled by people from Scandinavia and Germany. And there's this concept in Scandinavia called Jante law, which is basically the idea that you shouldn't think you're better than anyone else, and you really shouldn't take up too much space.
So the apology is a way of shrinking yourself down.
It's a way to maintain social harmony at all costs. If you bump into me, I apologize to you just to restore the peace immediately. I don't care who was at fault. I just want the awkwardness to be over.
Now, compare that to, say, New York City.
A completely different planet. In New York, efficiency is the love language. If a New Yorker says sorry, they either mean it, like with the full depth of their soul, or they're being incredibly sarcastic.
There is no filler, sorry.
No. If a New Yorker bumps into you, they'll probably just keep walking, maybe a grunt. But if they stop and look you in the eye and say, I am so sorry, you should probably check if you're bleeding.
It has a much higher value because it's so scarce.
Exactly. It's supply and demand.
Okay, so we've been talking about sorry as a mostly nice thing, a social lubricant, a hug. But we have to talk about the dark side, because sorry can absolutely be a weapon.
This is where everyone listening needs to really pay attention, because some people will use the shape of an apology to actually attack you.
The fake apology.
And the biggest red flag is the word but.
The but negation. I'm sorry, but you're being way too sensitive.
Ugh, that one makes my blood boil.
Why? What's happening there?
Well, grammatically, the word but just cancels out everything that came before it. So, I'm sorry, but really means I'm not sorry, and here's a lot of reasons why you are actually the problem.
It's an accusation gift wrapped in a nice word.
It totally shifts the focus from their bad behavior to your reaction to it.
And the absolute worst version of this, the gaslight apology.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Ooh, I hate that phrase with a passion. I'm sorry you feel that way.
It sounds so empathetic, doesn't it? It has the word feel in it. But think about what it's really saying.
It's saying the problem isn't what I did. The problem is that you have feelings about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It pathologizes your reaction. It implies I acted perfectly reasonably. The fact that you're upset means there's a malfunction in your emotional system.
It's a total dismissal of your grievance.
It's a conversation killer.
Yeah.
It lets the speaker claim they apologize, hey, I said I was sorry, without taking a shred of responsibility.
Yeah, if someone says that to me, I just assume we're in a fight now.
You should. It's a hostile act.
Okay, what about sorry, not sorry? That's like a whole hashtag now.
That one's interesting because it's so performative. It feels like it was born on the internet.
It's a total power move.
It is. It's explicitly rejecting the social contract of the softener. It's saying, I know the rule is that I should pretend to be sorry for this controversial opinion, but I refuse.
Sorry, not sorry, pineapple does belong on pizza.
Right. It's owning the role of the villain in a way. It's setting a boundary and saying, I am not going to perform nice for you on this topic.
So we have weaponized apologies, but let's look at the flip side. The people who apologize way too much, the compulsive apologizer.
This is a huge topic in workplace dynamics, and the data on this is really clear. It is heavily gendered.
Women say sorry more than men.
Significantly more. And it's not because women are doing more things wrong. It's because the bar for what is considered an offensive action is set lower for women.
What do you mean by that?
Well, women are often socialized to be communal, to be accommodating. So doing things like asserting authority or even just taking up time in a meeting can be subconsciously framed as an imposition.
So the sorry is a way of asking for permission just to exist in that space.
Exactly. I've seen it in meetings 1,000 times.
Yeah.
A woman will have a brilliant point, but she'll start with, sorry, can I just jump in for a second? Sorry, just a quick question.
I do this. I catch myself doing it all the time. Sorry to bother you.
And here's the hard truth. It sabotages your message.
Does it really? Or does it just make me sound polite?
It makes you sound unsure. If you start a sentence with sorry, you are priming everyone listening to believe that what you're about to say is an interruption. You're framing your own contribution as a nuisance before you even say it.
So what's the fix? I mean, it's a hard habit to break. You can't just switch off a lifetime of social conditioning.
The experts call it the swap. You don't stop being polite, you just change the vocabulary. You swapped sorry for thank you.
Okay, give me an example.
All right, you're 10 minutes late to a meeting. You rush in. What's the first thing you say?
Oh my God, I am so sorry I'm late. The traffic was a total nightmare.
And now the first thing anyone is thinking about is your failure to be on time. Now try swapping it.
Ah, Thank you for waiting.
Or, thank you for your patience.
Whoa, that feels completely different.
Right, you're not groveling. You're acknowledging the situation, but you're framing it as a compliment to them for being so patient. You maintain your status.
Okay, what about interrupting? Instead of, sorry to interrupt.
Excuse me, I'd like to add something. Or, honestly, you can just say, I'd like to add something.
Just say it.
Just say it. You don't need to apologize for doing your job.
That is actually really powerful. I'm going to try the thank you swap this week.
It feels weird at first, but it totally changes the energy in the room.
So, okay, we've kind of bashed sorry a lot here. We've called it a lie, a siren, a weapon, a tick-tick. But surely sometimes we actually mean it.
We do.
Yeah.
And in a world filled with all these fake apologies, being able to deliver a real one is basically a superpower.
The sources gave us a checklist, right? The 4-step apology.
Yes. If you actually want to repair a relationship, you need these 4 things. Number 1, specifics.
You have to name the crime.
Don't just say, sorry for being weird yesterday.
Yeah.
Say, I am sorry that I snapped at you when I was stressed out.
Okay, step 2.
Responsibility. This is the big one. This is the no buts rule. The second you say but, you have failed.
I'm sorry I snapped, but I was really hungry.
Fail. You just blamed your hunger. It has to be, I snapped at you. That was on me. Period.
Okay, step 3.
Acknowledge the impact. This is the empathy part. I know that probably embarrassed you in front of the whole team.
That's the hard part, isn't it? Admitting you actually caused pain.
It is. And then finally, the fix. It won't happen again, or what can I do to make it right?
If you hit all 4 of those, that's a real apology.
That's the gold standard.
So before I wrap up, I want to touch on the future of sorry. Because language is always evolving, and it seems like the younger generation is treating this word very differently.
The generational decoder. This is so interesting.
Right. We have boomers and Gen X. They tend to use it more functionally. Millennials, like us, use it obsessively to avoid conflict.
But Gen Z, it seems like Gen Z is kind of killing the word sorry.
Are they? Or that's just rude?
No. They're not rude. They're just precise. The research shows that a lot of Gen Z feels like sorry carries too much emotional baggage. It's too heavy.
So what are they using instead?
My bad. Or that's on me.
My bad. It's so casual.
It is, but think about the utility of it.
My bad.
Accepts responsibility. It clearly says, I made the mistake, but it refuses to perform the sorrow part.
It's not asking for forgiveness. It's just logging the error.
I messed up. Noted. Let's move on.
Exactly. It's accountability without the whole guilt trip attached.
I kind of love that.
It's really refreshing. It stops the whole emotional spiral before it starts.
So bringing this all together, we've been through the grocery store, the bar, the boardroom. What is the one big takeaway here?
I think the main thing is just realizing that sorry is a chameleon. It changes its color depending entirely on the context.
And it's almost never actually about remorse.
It's almost never about remorse. It's about social geometry. It's about keeping the machinery of society running smoothly so we don't all kill each other over minor inconveniences.
And knowing which sorry you're hearing or which one you're using gives you a huge advantage. You know when someone's trying to gaslight you, and you know when they're just trying to get past you to the bathroom.
And most importantly, you know when to stop apologizing for yourself.
That's the challenge for everyone listening this week. We want you to try something. For one day, just 24 hours, try to catch yourself.
Every time that word is about to leave your lips, just pause. Ask yourself, did I actually do something wrong? Or am I just taking up space?
Stop apologizing for having needs. Stop apologizing to the waiter for asking for a fork.
Oh, please stop doing that.
Save the real sorry for when you actually, back your car into your neighbor's fence.
Yes. In that specific instance, please use the word. And maybe also write a check.
Definitely write a check. Well, this has been incredibly validating. I feel like I understand my own social awkwardness so much better now.
That's the goal. Once you understand the code, the game gets a lot easier to play.
And if you didn't like this deep dive,
Sorry, not sorry.